Happy Friday, October 23rd, and these are the three things I learned in SaaS, sports, tech, and live events. Number one, an important one, due diligence. We're all afraid to ask the hard questions of ourselves, of our prospective investors, of our prospective employers, and our partners, and we can't be. In my experience, anyone who doesn't welcome transparent diligence or gets defensive generally has something to hide, and the downside for everyone is so much greater than that short-term discomfort. I know we're all very excited to get deals done or to get that new job, but 2 weeks of good diligence is worth 3 years of heartache. I could spend a lot of time on this one, but Jake Kapoor did a great job sharing how a good framework looks for diligence. Anyone who's ever built anything or invested in anything has people who don't like them. As Denzel Washington said in American Gangster, that line goes around the block. Keep that in mind as we go through diligence. It's true of me, it's true of my investors, it's true of the partners you're looking at, and it's probably true of you. And if we do our due diligence, that ounce of prevention is going to be worth a pound of cure. That's number one. Number two, don't hire somebody that you don't want to work for. The job of a leader is to help people get better while paying them at the same time. Any leader is judged by the outcomes of their team. So don't get it confused. They don't work for you, you work for them. There was a viral post on LinkedIn this week that really got me thinking. I spent a lot of time thinking about it, where somebody posted about how they will not tolerate assholes in their organization. And the reactions were overwhelmingly on this person's side, and it really stuck with me. About how many of us have these habits which are not nefarious, but we just pick them up along the way, maybe at a different job or a different place. About how people might define who is an a-hole. I mean, I've certainly been called one many times. And about how we label people so quickly without any real understanding of what causes their behavior. You know, in the end, it's clear that the responsibility to our teams is sometimes inverted by some. So make sure when you're doing your diligence, you understand that they understand that too. We work for them, not the other way around. That's number two. Number three, and I love this one, pressure is a privilege. That comes from Billie Jean King. Most of us don't just walk into the boardroom or into a big moment. We had to do a lot of work to get there, and the privilege that gets us to that point is not lost on me. Seen as such, and that pressure is quickly replaced by excitement. You know, when we started this company, we did all the cold calling ourselves. 600-700 calls a week, 5:15 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night, 5 days a week. And then Saturday, we worked all day long as well. We called it Content Saturday. It's how we built all of our content, our websites, and everything else. Once we did that, just trying to get 2 to 3 meetings a month, we quickly understood how much of a privilege it was to be there and how hard we worked to get there. You know, one of the early big breaks we had was when CNBC picked up one of our stats, that 43% of company tickets go in the trash. And they had us on live with sports business anchor at the time, Darren Rebell, who's become a friend of mine since. I was horrified. I called one of my mentors before I went, and he changed the process for me completely. He changed my mood when he laughed and he said, "What should you do? Shave and put on a pair of pants. You know this product better than anybody. You know this process better than anybody. So trust the work that you did." That clip remains on our marketing materials to this day. That's it for this week. We hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.